Welcome to today's video about just eat these every day and you will live to 100. Your cells are aging faster than they should. Right now, this very moment, scientists can measure it. They can see it under a microscope. The protective caps on your DNA are shrinking with every breath you take, every meal you eat, every stressful moment you experience. 3 Nobel Prize winners spent decades uncovering why this happens and how to slow it down. Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn found the biological clock ticking inside every cell. Dr. Yoshori Osumi revealed how your body eats its own damaged parts to stay young. Dr. Veni Ramakrishnan showed why protein factories inside your cells hold the key to longevity. Simple foods sitting in your kitchen right now can communicate with your DNA, tell your cells to repair themselves, and protect you from aging-related diseases. Before we get into the exact foods these Nobel winners recommend, if this is your first time here, subscribe so we can keep bringing you science-backed health information that actually works, and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. We love connecting with viewers from around the world who care about living longer and healthier lives. Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn won the 2009 Nobel Prize for discovering telomeres in the enzyme telomerase. Think of your shoelaces. At each end, there's a plastic cap called an aglet that stops the lace from fraying. Telomeres work exactly the same way for your DNA. Every time your cells divide to replace old skin, heal wounds, or fight infection, your telomeres get shorter. When they become too short, your cells stop working properly. They age, they die. This triggers heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes, and cancer, the conditions that kill most people. Dr. Blackburn's research, published in major medical journals, proved that chronic stress shrinks your telomeres faster. In one study with psychologist Dr. Alyssa Appel, mothers caring for chronically ill children had telomeres that looked biologically 10 years older than their actual age. The longer they had been caregiving and the more stress they felt, the shorter their telomeres became. But here's the breakthrough. You can protect your telomeres through what you eat. Research published in Lancet Oncology showed that people who made specific lifestyle changes, including eating certain foods, increased their TIS activity by 29 to 84% in just 3 months. Dr. Dean Ornish worked with Dr. Blackburn on this research. A 5-year follow-up study found that people following these changes increased their telomere length by 10%, while the control group's telomeres shortened by 3%. The foods that protect your telomeres share one powerful trait. They're loaded with antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids. A study from Ohio State University published in Brain Behavior and Immunity found that higher omega-3 levels corresponded with longer telomeres. Research from UCSF, where Dr. Blackburn works, tracked 608 heart disease patients for 5 years. Those with the highest omega-3 blood levels had the slowest rate of telomere shortening. The study appeared in the Journal of the American Medical Association. Additional research published in Clinical Nutrition showed that omega-3 fatty acids in tissues can reduce telomere attrition and counteract premature aging. A large trial called VITAL found that vitamin D supplementation also reduced telomere shortening by 140 base pairs over 4 years. Here's what to eat. Wild-caught salmon, sardines, mackerel, walnuts, and flax seeds give you omega-3 sess. Blueberries, strawberries, and blackberries provide anthocyanins that reduce DNA damage. Spinach, kale, broccoli, and colorful bell peppers deliver vitamin C, vitamin E, and folate, all essential for DNA protection. Whole grains like oats, quinoa, and brown rice, along with legumes such as lentils and chickpeas, supply fiber and B vitamins. Studies show that folate is required for DNA synthesis, repair, and metabolism within cells. High levels of homocysteine, which folate helps control, are linked to shorter telomere length. Research published in the European Journal of Nutrition found that people eating carotenoid-rich foods, the bright pigments in colorful vegetables and fruits, had significantly longer telomeres. Mushrooms also deserve attention because vitamin D is associated with telomere length, according to a 2017 study in the Journal of Nutrition. Dr. Yoshori Osumi won the 2016 Nobel Prize for discovering autophagy. The word means self in Greek. Your cells literally consume their own damaged parts to survive and renew themselves. Dr. Osumi studied yeast cells in the early 1990s. He starved them of nutrients and genetically modified them so they couldn't fully digest cellular material. Within hours, under the microscope, he saw tiny recycling sacs called autophagosomes piling up inside the cells. This was the breakthrough that opened an entire field of research. His discovery proved that autophagy isn't random. It's triggered by nutrient deprivation, a survival response where cells recycle old proteins and damaged organelles for energy. This process is essential for longevity because it prevents the buildup of cellular junk that causes aging, inflammation, and disease. When autophagy was first observed in the 1960s, scientists didn't understand it. Dr. Rasumi's work in the 1990s identified the genes responsible for autophagy in yeast and showed that similar mechanisms exist in human cells. His experiments transformed how we understand cellular health. Research published in peer-reviewed journals shows that fasting for 12 to 24 hours triggers autophagy. Scientists have discovered that restricting calories turns on genes into preservation mode, making cells remarkably resistant to disease and cellular stress. A 2023 study published in Science Direct examined healthy young males during Ramadan fasting 17 to 19 hours daily over 29 days. Blood samples showed that autophagy-related genes increased significantly, peaking around mid-fasting periods. This confirmed that intermittent fasting triggers cellular cleanup mechanisms. Studies from blue zones, regions where people routinely live past 100, reveal interesting patterns. In area Greece, residents observe about 150 days of religious fasting yearly. This practice, combined with their Mediterranean diet, rich in vegetables and olive oil, contributes to exceptional longevity. Exercise also activates autophagy. Research demonstrates that moderate aerobic activity and endurance training induce autophagy in muscles and brain tissue. Studies in mice showed increased autophagy with treadmill exercise, and emerging human data suggests exercise regulates autophagy in tissue-specific ways. Autophagy has also been linked to protection against neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. Here's how to activate this process. Practice time-restricted eating, where you consume all your meals within an 8 to 10 hour window. For example, eat between noon and 8 p.m. This gives your body 16 hours without food, allowing autophagy to begin. Stop constant snacking. Give your body 4 to 5 hours between meals. Autophagy only starts after glycogen stores in the liver are depleted, which takes 14 to 16 hours. During fasting periods, you can drink water, black coffee, or green tea without breaking the fast. Certain foods support autophagy when you do eat. Green tea contains EGCG, a compound that promotes autophagy. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and cauliflower contain solorophane, which activates autophagy pathways. The key is consistency. Your body needs regular fasting periods to trigger this cellular cleanup system. Dr. Veni Ramakrishnan shared the 2009 Nobel Prize in Chemistry with Thomas Steitz and Ada Yonath for revealing the atomic structure of ribosomes, the tiny factories inside every cell that produce all your body's proteins. Ribosomes translate genetic information from DNA into proteins that build tissues, fight infections, repair damage, and run thousands of processes keeping you alive. Every protein in your body is made by ribosomes. Healthy ribosomes mean your cells can keep producing proteins efficiently, which helps tissues stay strong, supports your immune system, and slows age-related decline. Dr. Ramakrishnan used X-ray crystallography to map ribosome structure at the atomic level. Research published in Nature Communications found that protecting ribosome function through nutrition can extend both lifespan and health span. Here's what supports your ribosomes. High-quality proteins provide the amino acids your ribosomes need. Wild-caught fish, pasture-raised eggs, grass-fed meat in moderation, and plant proteins like hemp seeds and spirulina deliver complete amino acid profiles. But quantity matters less than quality. Studies show that moderate protein intake, about 0.8 to 1 g per kilogram of body weight, supports ribosome function without overburdening cellular processes. Eating too much protein can actually be counterproductive. Magnesium is essential for ribosomes to work properly. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, and dark chocolate, 70% or higher cocoa, are excellent sources. Just a 4-cup of pumpkin seeds provides nearly half your daily magnesium needs. Foods high in B vitamins support ribosomal production. Leafy greens, avocados, and legumes provide folate and B vitamins essential for ribosomal RNA production. Research on caloric restriction has shown promising results. A study in Nature Communications found that moderate calorie reduction in mice resulted in lifespan extension proportional to the degree of restriction. This works partly by reducing the metabolic burden of ribosome production, allowing cells to allocate resources to repair instead of constant growth. Adequate sleep is critical. Research published in Nature Neuroscience found that sleep deprivation in older adults disrupts ribosomal activity. Your cells repair themselves during sleep, including processes involving ribosomes. Aim for 7 to 8 hours per night. Physical activity, particularly resistance training, enhances protein synthesis efficiency. Studies indicate that resistance training in older adults stimulates ribosome biogenesis and improves muscle protein synthesis, helping maintain muscle mass as you age. The foods and habits that support ribosome function overlap perfectly with the other Nobel discoveries. Nutrient-rich diets, adequate sleep, regular exercise, and moderate eating all work together to keep your protein factories running smoothly for decades. Here's your daily eating plan based on Nobel Prize winning science. First meal, 2 eggs with sautéed spinach and tomatoes, a handful of blueberries, green tea. Midday meal, large salad with mixed greens, colorful vegetables, chickpeas, pumpkin seeds, dressed with olive oil and lemon. Side of quinoa or brown rice. Evening meal, wild-caught salmon 2 to 3 times weekly, or other fatty fish, steamed broccoli and Brussels sprouts, sweet potato or lentils. Between meals, if needed, walnuts and berries, dark chocolate, 70% or higher, sliced vegetables with hummus. Timing matters. Finish eating by 8 p.m. Don't eat again until noon the next day. This 16-hour fasting window allows autophagy to activate and gives your cells time to repair instead of constantly processing food. During fasting, drink water, black coffee, or green tea. These aren't magic foods. They're fuel for the microscopic machinery that keeps you alive. They protect your DNA caps, activate your cellular cleanup system, and maintain your protein factories. Combine these foods with stress management through meditation or deep breathing for at least 12 minutes daily. Regular physical activity like walking or cycling for 30 minutes most days supports all 3 systems. Get 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Maintain strong social connections. Studies show supportive relationships are linked to longer telomeres. Longevity isn't about expensive treatments or miracle supplements. 3 Nobel Prize winners proved that your body already has systems to heal itself, clean damaged cells, and slow aging. Dr. Blackburn showed that protecting your telomeres through diet and lifestyle can prevent the diseases that kill most people. Dr. Osumi revealed that regular fasting periods activate autophagy, your body's natural cellular recycling system. Dr. Ramakrishnan demonstrated that supporting your ribosomes with quality nutrition keeps your protein factories running efficiently. The cumulative research over 20 years confirms that telomere shortening, lack of autophagy,